Welcome to Victoria Occasionally Does Top 5 Wednesday when she likes the topic. Today's topic is Top 5 Historical Fictions. Now to me Top 5 Wednesday feels like a quick little thing, a short video where you just show the top 5 books and just... Today I am going to say what historical period they're from and what makes them historical fiction. Making a quick point before I start off that these two aren't on the list because I have not read them yet, but I'm pretty sure that if I had already read these, Wolf Hall and Bring Up the Bodies, they would definitely be in the top 5. But that's neither here nor there. There's a lot of books that would make the top 5. So coming in at number 5 on the list is Prisoner of Night and Fog by Anne Blankman. This is a historical fiction about Hitler's fictional niece. I did do a review on this. It was one of the first videos I did, so I'm gonna link that here, but I really enjoyed this one. It's a young adult, but I feel that people who enjoy adult would also like reading it. There's a lot of history thrown into here, and there's a lot of history thrown into here. It is a thriller, and it's just very fascinating read. Coming in at number 4 on my list is The Book Thief by Markus, and I'm pretty sure this is a book that really doesn't need a lot saying on it. I think this is going to be on an awful lot of top 5 Wednesdays today. It is set in Nazi Germany, and it is about a girl who likes to steal books, but it's about a lot more than that. And I really couldn't say. I think that you should read it if you haven't read it already. I think that it's classed as young adult, but feels like it's just for any age. I'd actually say this is more of an adult book. The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton is about the sugar and slave trade in the 1600s, focusing in on the Dutch. I've also done a review on this, so it is linked right now, and if you want to click on that, then it will tell you more about this fantastic story with beautiful writing and just very good historical relevance. Coming in at number 2 on my list, a very close second, is Harvest by Jim Crace. I read this in January and I'm well ready for a reread in the new year. This book is absolutely fantastic, and it still stayed with me even up to December. I'm still classing this as one of my favourite books of the year. Harvest centres around peasants and farming in 1700s in England. I can't remember the entire history about this since I read it in January, but I know that I was very fascinated at the time, and Jim Crace's writing is so beautiful and so lyrical, you just will never want to put this down. I also recommend Quarantine by Jim Crace, just as a side note. This hasn't made the top 5, but this is also fantastic. To put it bluntly, this book is about Jesus' 40 days and 40 nights in the desert, but it's about much more than just Jesus. But yes, this is a historical fiction set in that time. And although Jesus is in it, it's not a religious story. Jesus is more of a character, but it's not done in a sacrilegious way either, so it's very clever. That brings us to number 1 on the list, which is indisputably The Luminaries by Eleanor Catton. Oh my gosh, I know I only just read this, but this has gone right to the top and will probably stay there for a very long time. So historical fiction out there, if you can beat this, then well, I'll welcome you, because that's amazing, fantastic. I would absolutely love to read you. This is set in the gold mining rush in New Zealand in the 1800s. It is a murder mystery, but it is a mystery, but it is so much more than that. It is absolutely everything, and I don't think I've been able to get over it since I read it last month. I can't even tell you how fantastic this one is. So those were my top 5, and I am gonna go edit this